Live, we gon' go live, yeah. We gon' go live, we gon' go live, yeah. Get loose, yeah. Off a Henny rock, get a Henny goose, yeah. Oh, she deep.
Hello, good sir.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Everything is everything, man. Everything is lovely.
We are back again.
Back again.
Episode 12.
Episode 12.
All right. So it's been about 8-9 games so far.
Yeah.
About 8-9 games.
We're a couple weeks in.
So
to the season.
I just want to get right into the meat of the matter.
Okay.
So first and foremost, we have our friend LeBron. You know that, right? And our friend LeBron is good to go with everyone, and he had a meeting recently.
A meeting? A private meeting with just the players?
Only the players, yeah. He had a players-only meeting, and this was...
Whatever could they have had to talk about, Fonz?
Well, I know they were talking about the Nets, the Bulls, the Knicks, and the Pelicans.
Why were they... Let me guess. They're talking about them because they were debating which one of their picks that they want to take from them, or... Why would they talk about those scrub teams? Like, why would they talk about them?
Because they lost to all of those guys back to back to back to back.
Dang, back to back.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, and they might lose tonight because they play the Pacers. I mean, they could lose. They could very well
They
lose.
are on the struggle bus right now.
Yeah.
Struggle bus.
So, panic or patience?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Patience from the standpoint of they have a lot of new parts and pieces they're putting together, and also from the standpoint of they still have LeBron, the best player in the world, and he's in the East, and there's no one who seemingly looks like they can take him down.
Of course.
Panic if you think you're about to beat a Western Conference team, because that defense still trash.
Mm-hmm.
You remember those finals games where they were giving up 120, 130 points? I've never seen anything like that in the finals.
Exactly.
It's like, what are y'all doing?
Yep.
120, 130? It's crazy. That's crazy talk.
So, do you think it's time for them to, or LeBron to start clamoring for that guy I talked about in the rumors that came out?
Who's that?
Cousins. Boogie! You think it's time? Or it's not time yet? It's time for them to work together.
See, the problem is they messed around. Because you remember when I was telling you they need...
Move LeBron a point? Is that what they messed around and did?
No. This is what I'm saying. You remember I was telling you, I was adamant about they need to trade Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
That was before the season, before this man started leading the league in scoring, giving triple doubles, and like looking like a top 5 player.
Exactly.
He was like always top 10, top 12.
Yeah.
Now he's looking like top 5. Like
he ain't going nowhere.
it was looking like Tristan and like the number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's looking like Tristan, Kevin Love, number 1, injured right knee of Derrick Rose.
So
like
you're saying he's increased his value this year?
Looking pretty good, and he's looking good with Anthony Davis. Like they're, you know what I mean? Like woo.
And who did they beat?
Who did they beat? Pelicans.
No, who did they beat?
Cavs.
Yeah. They beat LeBron and company.
Yeah.
All right, so let me move on. My dog.
Wait. Before we get to the next one, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Same question.
Uh-huh.
Patience or panic?
I think that they need to have patience because, first of all, their team's not supposed to have solidified at this point because Isaiah Thomas, IT, isn't back in the fold, as well as Derrick Rose is back in the fold, and LeBron James is playing point 90% of the game. While he's a good point, he's not supposed to play point 90% of the game. You know what I mean? You gotta have a dominant point. So
wait, preseason. I remember our first episode ever.
No.
Derrick Rose, bounce back player of the year.
Anyway, so
wow.
So next subject.
How quickly that?
Next subject. So Kristaps Porzingis is slowly becoming a problem. I mean, he's
a unicorn.
He's averaging 29.3 points. He's averaging like 8.3 blocks, I believe. And
8.3
the Knicks
boards, right?
Yeah, I mean the 8.3 boards. I mean the they're solidifying finally around him as well as they're looking pretty good. So is this and they've won 3 in a row, including the Cavs,
including the Nets,
including the Cavs and
including the Nets.
I mean, yeah, but the Cavs and the Cavs though. You know what I mean?
The Cavs, you said they lost to the Bulls, Knicks, Nets, and Pelicans. The Cavs struggling.
Yeah,
But okay.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Okay, bye for you.
So I think that they're coming around. Do you think this is a blip
Hold
or a trend?
on. When you say coming around, define coming around. You mean like they won 3 games? Yes, they won 3 games.
All right, I'm saying top. I'm just saying solidifying as a top 10 team. Top 10.
Only top 8 goes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So what are we really saying here?
We're saying that the Knicks are doing or are over exceeding their expectations.
So you expected them to be between 11 and 15?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, I just predicted them to not go to the playoffs. Like.
Oh, okay. So you expected them to be pretty good without Carmelo?
Pretty good. They aren't pretty good.
Hmm? They're not pretty good?
They're not pretty good.
So this is definitely. So I was about to ask you: is this a blip or a trend?
This is a blip.
Okay. All right. My bad.
This is a blip.
Okay.
Keep in mind, our Lakers started off 10-10 last year,
Yeah.
and then they won 10 games over the next 60. So I mean, you know.
Exactly.
So people want to know: are the Knicks for real?
Man, I think that
That's a funny question.
No, but
Are the
real
Knicks
talk.
for real?
I feel that when you lose such a dominant scorer, the whole team comes up and says, "Hey, we lost." Like that's how it happens. Like you lose a good player, and everyone steps up because they're like, "Hey, I can get some of this shine, and I'm actually needed." We don't need you don't have a guy taking up the ball. You don't have a guy scoring 40 points a game. You know what I mean? So with that being said, everyone's doing a little bit, being a little bit better. Everyone's creating a little bit better, and everyone's playing most of all team defense. I see them boys locking down. I saw the Cavs game, and LeBron James was frustrated. I mean, they were all frustrated. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I don't know if the Knicks are for real. Like I told you, I see them as a top 10 team, and that's all I can give them. Top 10. That's what I'm gonna give you. Top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely. But most definitely. So ahead of, I mean, he might have been Bill Belichicking, but ahead, and what I mean by that is boosting up your other team and then kicking their behinds. You know what I mean? He might have been Bill Belichicking, but Steve Kerr said, I mean not Steve Kerr, Jason Kidd. He said he's the coach of the Bucks now. So Jason Kidd said that, what did he say? He said that Russell Westbrook is a great, in fact, point guard, and he's the Mike Tyson of the league. Is he correct?
It's weird to compare a boxer to a basketball player. I don't.
He's missing aggression. You know, Mike Tyson. He knocks him out.
Maybe Draymond Green is the Mike Tyson. Like you have to be someone who's like fighting people, like or, like doing something crazy, like biting someone. You don't bite in boxing. You don't kick people in basketball. So maybe Draymond Green's Mike Tyson. But
Draymond Green. Okay.
Maybe the point he's getting at is that he's a competitor and he's very aggressive.
Yeah, that's exactly the point.
Russell Westbrook. Well, not this year's version of Russell Westbrook. This is a new, grown up. I want to win a championship version of Russell Westbrook. Yeah. But last year and over the entirety of his career, Russell Westbrook and Kobe Bryant are the two most aggressive players I've ever seen play the game of basketball.
The light is green over there.
Just like but it's like a consistent ferocity of I'm 0 for 12 and I'm still shooting. I'm still popping. I'm still playing the same way. Like there's no
Andre
chill.
Robertson's open in the corner. Like, I don't care.
Like there's no chill. Like I'm gonna get the ball, go 1-on-4, and take it to the basket.
Exactly.
Every time. But he's awesome. So I kind of from the standpoint that he's aggressive. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As far as John Wall being 1B, I don't have John Wall 1B in any point guard category.
Let the crowd know. He said that Russell Westbrook is 1A as far as being similar to Mike Tyson. Then he said that John Wall is 1B, similar to Mike Tyson. So, go ahead. I mean, I cut you off.
John Wall's fast. Like, I mean, other than that, I would go with about 6 point guards above John Wall in any facet of the game of basketball. Like, as far as aggression, definitely not. There's a lot more aggressive point guards than John Wall. Guy that the Cavs lost, Kyrie, he's pretty aggressive. I mean, Got
Damian
Dame Dollar.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Dame
yeah.
Dollar. Super clutch.
Most definitely.
Aggressive. I
Most
mean,
definitely.
Curry, I mean, he's not too bad himself,
True.
So
So speaking of them, what's going on in OKC? Tell the people what's going on in OKC. I've only seen one game. What's going on?
with the Thunder?
Yeah.
Thunder, we're now 4-3. We're getting Melo, PG-13. They're both looking good. Most importantly, the key, who we both predicted, the key cog, Steven Adams looking real good.
Exactly.
That boy averaging 15.
Yes.
He's still not leading the team in rebounds.
Westbrook
still, Westbrook's playing chill. He's still almost averaging a triple-double. But it's cool, though. We get together, but Steven Adams averaging about 15.
He got a big three and he almost having a triple double. That's
right.
crazy.
Which is huge, you know
That's
what I mean,
amazing.
when it comes to that kind of thing. But yeah, definitely coming together. We're only 7 games in, got a lot of season left to go. And I'm not too keen on this version of Westbrook. I don't really
You don't like it?
It's like Cam said, it's like a lion not roaring. Like it's like it's cool,
real.
like he's playing different. It's like
He's adjusting.
It's like, do you want Kobe to not be, just sort of run the play all the way through?
Yeah.
You don't want him to jab and fade away a couple times? Like, he
Exactly.
just run the play all the way through. It's just different.
So that brings me to another ball hogging situation.
Who's a ball hog?
Actually, it should be, but it's actually not.
Right,
They're actually
who's that?
saying that they're going to what's the coach's name?
Brad Stevens?
Brad Stevens says that he needs to get old Kyrie Irving involved in offense a little bit more. So anyway, the Celtics are leading the East at this point. But despite the injury to Gordon Hayward, despite what we said, they're leading the East. No one has a better record than the Celtics in the East.
Right.
So right now, is this currently a blip or a trend? Is this expectations of? Is this as an indication of more to come or what? What's going on?
Well, so a lot of people predicted the Celtics to finish top 2 seeds in the East. I, for one, was not one of them.
Yeah, I predicted them to finish top 4.
I
Correct that. I said 4th.
And I predicted them to finish 5th with Gordon Hayward. Even with all that being said, a blip or trend. I do think they're a playoff team in the East. I don't consider them to be cream of the crop. I still see them losing in 5 games to the Cavs if they get that far. But yeah, they're a good team. The young guys have stepped up. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they really stepped up in absence. Gordon Hayward, but it's all about, they're a good team. It's all about the playoffs, though. Like, when we talk about these things, I keep it in context of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
So, speaking of context of the playoffs,
Right,
Mr.
right.
Playoffs,
Mr. Playoffs.
Mr. Durable.
Playoffs.
So, what about? Well, what I want is the biggest contender to both the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I guess this is probably obvious since. Well, no, go ahead, tell me, because this may not be obvious.
In the East, my biggest contender to the Cavs would be the Bucks. I said.
I thought so too.
Yeah, it is. While Giannis might not have the best team around him, he's the second best player in the East.
He's got my homeboy.
Which right. We got Chris.
He got Charleston around him.
Right.
So that's good.
8-4-3.
Yeah.
Right. So, but the thing about it is, when you think about LeBron's history of losing, when he goes out in the playoffs, he's losing to transcendental players. That's who he's losing to. You want to beat him, have a transcendental player.
Yeah, true. Very true.
The Warriors had, they had Curry, the Warriors, historical Warriors, lost to the Spurs, lost to Mavs. That was prime Dirk. He's
Very
transcendental. You know what I mean?
Very true.
You have to have these kinds of players. As far as the West, I'm still going with the Thunder. Russ is playing differently, keeping his teammates involved. Still got Melo, PG-13. The Rockets, exactly the reason why I said I don't like the Rockets. They're proving it. They're shooting 45 threes a game, shooting 28% from 3. I told you, that's
but
stupid.
Chris Paul's hurt.
They're still shooting 45 threes, and they're still hitting 28%. Stupid to me, man. That's dumb. What about you, man? Dude, who do you see as the top contenders to the Cavs and Warriors?
Well, I was saying most definitely, the Bucks. Just that's a hometown pick and the Greek Freak, man. That's just
different.
And good old Charleston is there. Charleston is there. And then on the West, I'm just going to hold out hope and say that Carmelo and Westbrook and all them boys are going to solidify over in Oklahoma City, and they're going to contend. I mean, you do have the Celtics up there, of course. Right now, if the playoffs start today, they're the best contender. But yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Now, final question that I have. Can we both agree, or let me start with this first question. Do we both agree that no one will be considered the best player in the NBA until after LeBron retires from the game? Can we both agree on that?
I'll give you that all day.
Can we both agree on that? Even when you look at the finals last year, when people were trying to say, "Oh, KD passed LeBron," KD passed LeBron. I feel like you can't pass LeBron when he makes another historical feat, like averaging a triple-double in the NBA Finals with 30, 12, and 10.
And he personally makes you pack up and go to California.
Right, like that. You don't.
He created that.
Like, I can't set records that you passed me by you teaming up. Yeah. So, what the real question is this, is who do you see as who will take the mantle from LeBron as the NBA's best player once he's gone?
Without a doubt, I'm going to go off and say the Greek Freak. He's just a specimen, man.
Doesn't it just look different?
His body
is long.
That's what you imagine.
It's long and fluid.
If you create a player,
that's what you want to look like
him.
Yeah, like
if you create a player, you're gonna look like him. He looks like a creative player, Kendrick.
Right. Like
feeling like I'm a creative player. That's exactly how he feels when he wakes up in the morning.
I want you to ask me this. Now, where the game's going, if you had to create a player, would you think your creative player would look more like LeBron or would look more like Giannis?
More like Giannis.
Right, like I want the 8-foot wingspan, 7 feet tall, dribble, handle, shoot, not the Karl Malone power forward looking super athletic.
I don't know if it's just because we only get what the media gives us, the gatekeepers of the stories. But however, I get the impression that Giannis is a little bit more sound in the humility department than LeBron.
Oh, he is. He's just
so.
He's also only 22 years old.
Yeah,
bro. He's 22.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, do you agree?
Oh,
I think you agree. I think you gotta agree.
I do agree. He's gonna take over. But
anybody else who can?
A bonus. That's what I was gonna ask you. We both agree on Giannis. Who would we think would be the next? If I had to say next, I'm ruling out Carl. I'm ruling out Karl Towns because he's not good. They're just not good on defense, and their team's still not there. Anthony Davis is hurt all the time. Kevin Durant and Curry are washed because they had to team up to be able to beat the King.
Yeah. They probably didn't have to, really. They might not have had to.
Right, but if that would happen, they could have fought for the title, but...
And
got one. Got one.
And Westbrook could have still been averaging a triple-double by himself.
But I got one, though.
Okay.
You ready for this? Ben Simmons.
I knew you were going to say that.
Bruh! Have you seen it? Yeah. He's actually playing... No, you know how LeBron's filling in at point guard?
Yeah.
He's playing point guard at 6'10", 6'11".
He can play one...
He's playing point guard.
People brag about LeBron James playing every position. He can't. He can't.
No, he doesn't play center.
He can't play center. Like, I don't know why people are thinking that. He can't play center, and he doesn't want to play center. And he's going to be that center who is shooting threes and is not in the paint. No one's in the paint to get the boards. Right. That would be LeBron.
Right.
So, most definitely, Ben Simmons, I'll give you that all day because he can literally legitimately play 1 through 5 for a whole game, and you not miss anything.
Right.
So, book that. And that's either 1A, 1B. That's 1A, 1B.
And the thing that's crazy about them, we're talking about them now. Just imagine if they get a little bit of a jump shot, like just like a little bit of a jump shot, man. Just like a little bit of jump shot, So
you had a question about the 76ers.
Oh yeah, my question question about the 76ers is, I know it's 76 questions, but they're an interesting team, man.
We talking about the Browns?
No, they're better than the Browns. They have hope. It's like the Browns if they had Deshaun Watson and like
they easily could
Julio Jones.
They easily could have.
They easily could have. But it's cool.
They had the first round draft pick in each of those drafts.
I know.
You know that, right?
No. They've had a top 5.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And they passed on Watson twice.
Exactly.
But anyway,
that's
first
round. First, top 5 pick. Yeah.
So we watched some of the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid, we know about him.
Oh yeah.
Ben Simmons, we know about him.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 weeks in, who do you think going forward will be considered the true face of the 76ers franchise, man? They're both awesome. They both have Hall of Fame talent.
Yeah.
But like going forward though, man, who do you think is gonna be like that? You know what I mean?
Joel Embiid later, Ben Simmons right now. That's what I'm thinking.
So if Embiid can prove that he can stay healthy.
Exactly, yeah, because we don't know that. We don't know that.
Yeah.
So that's a big indication. I mean, that's a big indication that he's going to be one of the best players in the league if he can stay simply healthy.
Yeah.
Because what do we always say? The best ability is availability.
Absolutely.
And you can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can't teach that either.
You can't teach that. Yeah, that's the truth. Because a lot of things keep you out the league. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's girls, sometimes it's baby mamas, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's
injuries.
Sometimes it's injuries. You know what I mean? Sometimes
you're just that guy. You're hurt all the time.
You're just hurt all the time, man. You the rawest player in the world when you can play.
Right.
You play better than draft pick.
Right. Man, you're amazing for draft pick.
See the first episode if you don't understand that.
Right.
All right. The NFL episode, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we are done for today. And guess what I'm about to do?
What you want to do?
I'm about to watch the World Series. So,
why don't you give the fans a prediction, man?
I'm going to go with
Magic Johnson.
I'm going to go with my heart and go with Magic Johnson. Magic.
That's right.
The LA Dodgers are going to take the World Series. They're going to take the Commissioner's Trophy tonight and book that. And I also understand that you're going to be with us next Wednesday on YouTube. We're moving to YouTube next Wednesday. Going to spread the wealth, spread all this lovely knowledge and lovely wealth. And we're going to get played out with a song, Al Boogie. Shout out to Al Boogie. And shout out to Chucktown Bar and Grill opening soon. I plug it every week, but it's going to be a big grand opening, so y'all don't want to miss that. I don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else?
Nothing else to say.
All right.
Thank you. Tune in and continue to subscribe. Can't argue with that. Chucktown Bar and Grill is where
Kobe. Subscribe. Can't argue with that.